Yes, you're welcome again. Now, I wanted to talk about access to justice. Access to justice, especially when you are threatened with unlawful and illegal arrest. What are you supposed to do? What are the remedies available for you? I have seen in my practice, you know, again and again, where um, helpless Nigerians are being hounded into detentions, police cells, and all manner of detention facilities, all in a bid to force something out of them. But the interesting thing is that the law of the land has preserved your right to personal liberty. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has preserved your right to your dignity of human person. The law of our land, the Constitution, has preserved your right to freedom of movement. The laws in our land have preserved your right to fair hearing. And so you will be seen to be sleeping on your right. If knowing all of these privileges, you allow the system or somebody to abuse the system on you and take advantage of your either ignorance or lack of will to insist on your rights. So when you are confronted with those kind of unlawful detention, unlawful arrests, incarcerations, and all of those false accusations and allegations, what are you supposed to do? The first thing you have to do is to approach a lawyer. Seek for a lawyer's help, to protect your rights. Because until you give effect to these rights that have been made available to you, they remain dormant. You cannot access them. You have a right to personal liberty. You have a right to fair hearing. But how do you get that if you refuse or fail to take advantage of the system? There was a particular account. A community was being confronted and being harassed, with the institutions, with the institutions of government. Every now and then, they will receive invitation from the highest command of the force that they are requested to appear in Abuja. Another time, they are requested to appear in Lagos. All that because of a land matter, a land dispute that has not even been taken to court. One community claims right to the land, another community claims a right to the land. That is not a police matter, in the real sense of it. But some persons, because of their influence, their contact, their level of network, they began to engage the machinery of law enforcement to begin to invite these other helpless community leaders all the way to Abuja from Delta State. And then when they are there, what they will now say is that, okay, come with 20 people, come with 10 people to the police station. And then when they get there, say, well, this is a complaint against you, now obtain bail. And then to process the bail, they will give onerous conditions. Somebody with a property in Abuja, somebody with a property in Lagos, and it becomes very difficult with all the financial burden. And I called them when they reach out to me. I called them. I say, look, you cannot be running from pillar to post. You have a right under the law from this kind of intimidation and harassment. What we are supposed to do, please, let a fundamental right matter be filed on your behalf. It will put an end to this harassment. Let it be filed. It can be filed in Abuja, it can be filed in Lagos, it can be filed even in Delta, in Asaba. Let it be filed and make sure that everybody that ought to be served is served. And that will put an end to it. And true to my advice, as they took up the court process, the writ, or in this case, the as they took out the process, the originating motion, to file for the enforcement of their fundamental right and serve on the relevant police authorities. That was the end of that harassment. And eventually, when the judgment came, it was in their favor. That look, this on incessant arrest, these invitations, this invitation in Abuja, in Lagos, and everywhere was unlawful. It was illegal. It was using the instrument of the police system to intimidate and harass these ones, and the court even awarded them damages. So this is the interesting thing about our system. So don't sleep on your right. It is meant to serve you. Take advantage of it and let it work for you. You are welcome once again.